Hey everyone, welcome back. So NIO has been in the news lately and for all good reasons. Market on the other hand has been a little rough this week, but regardless, let's take a quick look on what's going on with NIO and is this the catalyst all us investors have been waiting for. Now I know the China FUD and the whole news about not investing in Chinese companies, but hear me out in this video and then let's decide together on what's the best way to play NIO. And we are starting right now. So NIO Q2 results were mixed, and even though they delivered record number, their Q3 guidance is soft due to supply chain issues. But they shared few updates which are really exciting for this new EV company. Let me share my screen and look at those updates, and then let's get into Q2 report, what really makes this quarter stands out than the rest. Now, on your screen, I have divided this research into multiple parts. First, we're going to look at some news. So here, the top news on Google for NIO, out of all the news and the hype right here, that big Canadian fund, buys into NIO, or China NIO underwriters must face a lawsuit. So this is all the news that's going on. But I feel with all the hype and the news, there is this one news that stands out is right here. Over here, it says NIO to enter mass market. Now, I feel that this will change the company and the stock for years to come. Let's look at this news a bit more deeply. So NIO is saying right here in their summary for the Q2 results. Now, if you look at the Q2 results and also if you have heard their earnings call, you can see that NIO is now entering into the mass market under a new brand name. Just like many other car companies like Volkswagen did it with Audi. Right here it says NIO also announced it would enter mass market under the new brand name. Now, on top of that, NIO is saying that they want to offer product at prices lower than Tesla. Right here it says we want to provide better product and service at lower prices or at prices lower than Tesla Inc. Now that's pretty ambitious, and let's see how NIO executes on the plan, but regardless, this is an amazing news for NIO investors. I have mentioned in my previous NIO videos that I feel that this company could be the second largest EV manufacturer, and there are few reasons for that statement. Hear me out. Number one, and I'm going to actually switch to camera here. Number one, NIO is backed up by Chinese government. This is huge as this will alone help NIO push towards EV domination, not in China, one of the biggest markets of cars, but also around Asia and some parts of Europe, which is the key market for any car company. Number two, NIO is building an infrastructure that no other company is. This is also massive as NIO is offering a service that all EV companies wants or would want to if they want to sell cars, which is charging infrastructure. And that is where Tesla take the lead. Look, this video is about NIO, but I'm going to sing a Tesla song here. Elon Musk recently opened their superchargers to other car manufacturers, which in my opinion is simply brilliant. Not only they will generate revenue, which is least of Tesla's concerns right now, but they will collect data from all other car manufacturers, how long does it take to charge the car, and all other data. Along with that, they will be able to push the brand in front of EV customer who already is sold to EVs. I also feel that they also saw what NIO is doing in China and they wanted to lead that in US and also in Europe before NIO comes along. Number three, NIO only make EVs. Technically, they do not even make EVs as they have a contract with a third party to produce. For now, it might change in the future. But with this statement, what I meant is that they only make EVs, so they do not have the cost of running another vertical in the business, which other car manufacturers have. Think about Ford, Volkswagen, GM. They will continue to make, support, and service their ICE cars or their gas-powered cars for unforeseeable future. I know countries are banning it, but they have to continuously service them. They have to continuously provide support for them because that's what's making them money right now. And then use that money for EV, which will be losing money for a very long time. And I'm scared for these companies because I feel they have to support their money-losing business, which is basically EV business, by another money-losing business, which is ICE cars, because they have to stop producing ICE cars, so they will not be able to produce the same revenue or generate the same revenue. So we'll see how it goes for them, but I really feel that that's where Tesla is beating all of them out in the dust, and so will NIO as well, because they don't have that baggage of ICE cars or gas-powered cars to tag along in this EV transformation. Number four, NIO is forward-thinking company. I like how they're positioning themselves. I mean, if you put aside the latest China FUD and also that this is a Tesla rival, I feel NIO is delivering well on all front. I see positive reviews from customers online. If you look at NIO customer reviews, you will see very positive reviews. I see they're aggressive towards self-driving, blockchain, and also creating NIO Life, which is like an Apple kind of atmosphere. Basically aiming for customer retention more than customer acquisition. And in my opinion, that's the secret for any successful company. Keeping a customer is much cheaper than acquiring a new customer. It has been proven time and time and time again. So I feel that NIO is delivering very well on that front. So in my opinion, these are the top 4 reasons why I see NIO become a successful EV company. Now let's talk about some numbers. So NIO just got upgraded by some of the analysts right here with average price of about $60 right here and a high price of about $90 right here. This is pretty aggressive price point. That too in the next 12 months. I'm not saying in next 5 years, but in the next 12 months. And one of the reasons was that big mass market news. But along with that, I feel they deliver a good quarter in terms of even with the supply chain issues or even with the chip issues, they still delivered what they promised. Their Q3 is a little bit soft. Again, everybody is kind of wait and watch kind of thing for Q3, but I think they did pretty good for Q2. Their battery suppliers is also gearing up for massive expansion. Now CATL, which we all know supply batteries to Tesla and NIO, they are actually raising $9 billion right here. Tesla battery supplier CATL is raising $9 billion to accelerate production. Now we know that CATL supplies to NIO and to Tesla. And it doesn't matter how much they produce, they will be able to sell all. That's the kind of demand these EVs have in today's market. That's why they're raising the $9 billion to kind of push forward and produce as much as they can. So now what we are going to do is we are going to basically look at NIO chart right here. So in the NIO chart, we will get the price prediction underway, and then I will show you what trade I made in this red week. Whenever it's red week, it's really exciting for me because I feel that gives an opportunity for long-term investors to place few things now for even next week, 2 weeks, or maybe 2 years down the road. So on your screen is a NIO chart from last 6 months. And I'm sure you will agree with me that we have seen this huge price action, not just for NIO, but for all the stocks in the past 6 months. Stocks making higher highs to new lower lows. It's been all over the place. So when should you know it's time to enter the market? And when do you know it's time to take advantage of your holdings? I'll explain you both here. So on the chart, as you can see right here, we see this NIO chart. Now I'm going to bring your attention to a pattern here. So if you see on NIO chart, you can see that in March, when all the stocks were flying so high, when the market was so frothy, NIO was about $55 right here. This is 50, this is 60, and NIO was right in the middle, about $50, $55. Since that time, NIO has a huge downward pressure, and it came down all the way to $30 back in mid-May, around May 14th. Now, if you notice, right after that, when the RSI was also low, MACD was also negative, NIO started to trend up and went all the way to again mid-fives right before the earnings, and then it started to trend back again. Now, if you pay attention, it's the same trend method it's going on right now as it did in March. So it's making its way down the way it did back in May. So I feel that NIO is making new lower lows and new higher lows right here, right here, and right here, right here. It's lower lows and higher lows since the market has run up. I feel it's signaling a bearish move. But there is a huge support around $38. We have seen yesterday, we have seen the day before, around $37, $38, it's jumping off. And if you see the RSI, when it hit all-time low of about $30 right here, RSI was right at the same point where it is right now. So in my opinion, NIO will see an upward price trend from here. Again, we are only talking about one stock. The whole market is all over the place. So nobody knows what it's going to do. But the pattern that I'm seeing, I feel that NIO may make a move towards upside. And that is why I placed the trade that I placed, and I'm going to share with you in just a second. So that means that we are trading right now at a very tight range right here between, I would say, 35 or between 37 $47 to around $45, right in between. And once we break that, then I could see a move going upwards. Now, what did I do to take advantage of that? So this is what I'm playing. What I did was on Monday, I should have sold Tuesday, but again, I sold it on Monday. I sold 30 puts right here for January 2023 for $45 strike price, because I feel $45 strike price, we will be able to get it in probably like 2 months. Maybe sooner, we don't know how the market is going to react. I got about $15.80 for it, or about $47,400 for it. Now, if I convert it into, I would say, the ratio or the return, it's not a big return on the total investment, but it's respectable enough for me to play, because I feel that NIO stock is going to about 70 to 80 bucks in the next 12 months. That's my price point or my price target for NIO in the next 12 months. Now, on top, I played a shorter play, just a few months out play. What I did was I sold 25 cash covered puts again for $35, which is right now in the money basically, for January 2022, which is in next 4 months. And I got about $11,500 for it. Here's my plan. I'm going to get out of this right here in the next month or two once the stock makes a move upwards. And I'm going to get out of it. I may make around, I would say, 15 to 20%, and I will get out of it. This I'm going to hold on to till about March or April of next year. So about 8 months or so, because I feel by that time we will have the Q3 come out, Q4 come out, chip shortages may have eased, and we will see a bullish outlook from the companies for the next year that is going to make the stock move higher, and that would be perfect time for me to get out. If the stock touches like $50 or $60 by January, February, I'll get out at that time. But my timeline is about March to April is what I feel the stock is going to make that kind of a move for me to get out. This is my current holding right here. So these are the trades that I placed on your screen right here. And this is my current holding. I hold about 2,000 shares of NIO. I have about 25 January 22 $35 puts that I told you, and I have about January 2023 $45 put, 30 of them that I showed you right now. And then I have about 4 January 2023 $50 or $55 calls that I got way before. Before I stopped playing calls, I got these calls, so I'm down on these calls. I'm waiting for price to creep up a little bit so I can get out of it, but I'm compensating by selling cash covered puts right here. I stopped doing calls altogether. The market is weird right now. I don't want to do calls because time decay or theta decay is going to kill me. So I'm saving and I'm basically having theta decay work in my favor by selling cash covered puts. So this is what I did to take advantage of the red day. Now, yesterday would have been perfect to add more, but I did another trade yesterday, which I'm going to show you. That was my big trade on Tesla. I'm going to share in a separate video. This is what I did on NIO on Monday. So I honestly can say that this is the second biggest transformation I have seen in my lifetime. First was the cell phones, and we all know what iPhone and Android did to that. Now we are sitting right at the beginning of the EV transformation, and I feel there is always room for iPhones and Androids to grow and capture the market in this huge revolution. My conviction is high, my targets are higher, and I feel we'll see some amazing things in the next 5 years. I'm attaching a video over here where I talk about huge auto supercycle that's upon us. Do check it out, as it'll definitely shock you on few facts that I discovered in making of this video. I hope I provided some value. If you like the video, then please consider subscribing and hit that like button so we can reach out to more NIO and EV lovers. As always, thank you for joining me. Love you all. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.